Ottawa walked through the old stone hallways of Charas, roaming past the incense and perfumes set up through the keep, as if still trying to give peace to the souls that had fallen within its walls. She wandered past servants going about their daily tasks, as they had for many lords before even Partia, whom Ottawa found sitting outside in one of the gardens, where he simply looked at the flowers and lush wildlife growing around in it. He seemed to not notice her until moving some to make room for her. I let Fridina go. His tone was hollow and not like the confident, bold voice which he often spoke with. She couldn't adapt to the world I was building around us, and so I had to let her go. His wife held his hand to comfort him. You did your duty, her voice warm with pride. You did what you had to do. Partia was not pleased by this. And I? He asked. Ottawa was confused. And you? What do you mean? Partia turned away from her. When will I hold this kingdom back? He said, looking as if lost. When will the day come when I cannot move this kingdom forward anymore? Will I fail to adapt? Or have I already failed? He said, getting up, pacing back and forth. Am I like Fridina? Am I only working within a system that will outgrow me? Will I have to one day... He stopped. Step aside? Will that be my fate? Ottawa was shaken to hear this. Never in her life had she seen her husband so fearful. Even in battle, he would never question himself. Even if the odds were entirely against him, and even if he was fearful, he found sanctity in himself. But here he stood, caught up in fear and terror, with tears nearly rolling down his cheeks. No, Ottawa said. You are strong and brave, kind and just. You are clever and fair. She stopped to look into his eyes. You are a son of Aserai, she said, holding his face in her hands. Aserai, he said, has many sons. He walked away into the thick brush, leaving his wife as he wandered into the makeshift forest, alone. Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another chapter in the adventures of Partia al-Eat in Bannerlord. Indeed, not a day goes by where our hero can rest in peace, knowing that he has made the right decision by all accounts. As he sends the missive forth to let Fridina know of his decision, and to let her know that there was no intended ill will, word arrives from certain members of the council expressing disappointment in Partia's decision. But as he marches around with men who might betray him, and for a sultan who has already betrayed him as far as he can tell, Partia knows that the decisions he makes now might not always be loved, but they must be right. For if they are not, there isn't much time left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bannerlord. Yep, things continue in their upward trajectory? Question mark? Hard to say, really. All these decisions being made for a future that might never come. Partia might be struck down in the first battle we have against the Aserai, against his former sultan and, former comrades, if you will. But he must do what he must do. He can't just sit idly by, right? And so he continues today to train against the soldiers of the Valandians, his own soldiers, in the hopes of creating a formidable force, both defensively and offensively. Again, just as a bit of a recap to remind all of us where we sit right now, Garrison Castle is actually almost pretty much ready to go. Charas also has a decent garrison, all things considered. Thraktere Castle, yes, a bit of a neglected cousin, I believe was the term used in the comments, I suppose. But Thraktere Castle has somehow managed to thrive despite its circumstances. It is at, something of a crossroads, if you will. It protects this, I wouldn't call this a mountain pass, actually. This is just the road between north and south. And Thraktere sits right there, nestled against the mountains, and somehow it has not been taken once it was given to us, if I'm not mistaken. The threat to Thraktere Castle comes from the Batanians as well as the Western Empire. So there is a threat, and the Valandians, if they get adventurous enough in the future, they might pose a threat as well. But I feel as though it's close enough to Garantor Castle that I can respond to it quickly enough, whereas Charas, Charas is a long distance. Again, my hope with this upcoming War of Independence is threefold, I would say. Step one, actually, I guess now it's fourfold. Fold number one, hold Ortizia and gain all the riches that are to be gained there. Fold number two, take Usank Castle. Again, it was given to another. It's a bit of a problem, but we have improved our relations with the person that's in charge of that. Hopefully we can turn them to our cause as soon as we declare our independence. Fold number three is Aristochorus Castle, nestled in the corner over here, a castle that I helped win for the Sultan. Belongs to Banu Kild. Now, who's in charge of Banu Kild? Let's see. Thais. I do get along with Thais, so it's very possible that we can again convince him to join us. Who knows? It's hard to know for sure. Cruel, honest, closed-fisted. That honor might come in our way. It's very possible. We'll have to try our best. So yes. 1, 2, 3, and fold number 4 is to make some form of progress into, mainland Aserai territories. I would like to take Tubalus Castle, have a bit of a foothold over here. Again, protect Garantor Castle by virtue of a buffer zone. I'd love to get all the way to Sanala and Uskar. That would be amazing, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's a lot of land here owned by Unkid, a lot of well-defended territories as well, so I don't think that's actually going to happen. Not in our War of Independence, but perhaps in a future war where we try to liberate as many of our Aserai brothers and sisters who still, serve this madman of a sultan who thinks himself God. Nonetheless, let's get to work, right? There's no time to waste. Just a quick overview of our current circumstances. If we take a look at our party as well, part of me is actually thinking, here's the thing. A lot of troops still need training, like these trained infantrymen, these brigands. I need some war horses for them, in fact. A lot of these troops, I thought I organized this at the end of last session. Did I not? Usually what I like to try and do is organize my party list at the end of the previous session before I hit save after I'm done recording. That way when we kick it off, things will be a bit cleaner. Because, don't worry, y'all in the comments are not the only ones who get thrown off by the messed up party, list and whatnot. It bothers me as well, so I try to keep it organized as much as possible. But my point being, we have a lot of low-tier troops still, that still need leveling up, and our garrisons are starting to get rounded off, so maybe it's time to start considering leaving some folks behind at Thraktere Castle. Because why not? We've got the numbers for it, right? We've got the warriors for it. And then doing another recruitment run and training for my own army. Because that's the other thing. A full garrison is one thing, but a full army is also necessary for what's about to go down, right? So a couple of things to think about, and I want to make sure that we go around and pick up a lot of Aserai recruits as well, though that will be hard considering the ongoing wars right now. But I think that's a necessary step as well, is to make sure we have some more soldiers being trained up for use in our army itself. That is key. Now, actually, quite a few of these prisoners I can deposit in the castle here as well. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Back to Garantor, manage the garrison here. I'm really excited for what's to come. I'm like nervous. I don't know if it'll go smoothly. I'm actually fully ready for it to go horribly wrong, and to me that's thrilling. And I hope you all agree. I mean, of course I'm hoping we succeed, but I'm so excited for and by how we got to this point, where it wasn't just like, well, I'm playing a video game, and so I want to do this because it's a video game, and that kind of stuff. I feel like we've actually built up the tension to this point. So every time I sit down to continue the story of Partia Al-It and the Al-It clan, I genuinely feel like this level of investment. And that's for me. And I'm curious to hear actually what y'all think about this approach. It's always been my preferred approach to playing video games, especially this kind of video game. So I'm just curious to hear where y'all sit. So, I mean, I'm not complaining about Valdim and Dula and Arwa picking up troops. I'm hoping I can get some as well, but if I don't, it's fine by me. At the end of the day, we're all training troops for the same purpose, right? So let's go ahead, see if we can't pick some people up at Usank as well. 7th Vesin next, and then we will... You know what we're actually going to do? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what we're actually going to do. As Unkid prepares an army. We are... Oof. Usankspin, come on. You guys are not taking care of your holdings. This is why I need to be Sultan. Because I actually care. But yeah, we... Oof, that sounded actually kind of gross to say. That sounded very self-aggrandizing. That makes me, Party Elite, uncomfortable. But Partia probably is starting to... Well, actually, today's introduction really hits the feels. Today's chapter introduction that came from the comments of the last episode really kind of hits an interesting note with where Partia's head might be, all things considered. Sorry, I meant to actually go to Savinth and Vessen first. I do believe I have decent relations around these parts, so I would like to see if we can't get some more. Yeah, Arwa picks them up. I can pick some up as well. There you go. We've got some squires available over here. And what I want to do is I want to actually, again, chill at Charas for a little bit. The reason being, if I'm not mistaken, I think Arwa is the one who has... Yeah, look at that. We've got Valanian Footmen. I mean, not the highest tier, but, it's one step less that we have to do during training. But if I quickly check, I believe Arwa has... Was it under... Not under leadership. Charm, perhaps? No, oh man, I forget who it was. I was checking at the end of last session as well, just to get understanding of certain things. And one of our party members actually, if I'm not mistaken, has the perk that improves relations when you stay in a town. If I'm not mistaken. Hey, Anzukin, that's so cool, like just seeing your traders come through and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna chill at Charles for a little bit. Oof, maybe drop off some food over here. Yeah, it's hurting our garrison now, eh? Oh man. That's not good. That's not good. How much food do we have? I mean, I almost wonder if I should pick up some of these garrisons. 14 days of food. Okay. Go ahead and drop some off over here. We might want to pick some up before we go back to the front. Go ahead and drop more off. We have 7 days of food. That's enough time for us to fall back. We could leave these... Let's leave some of the sheep behind as well. These. I'll take the 6 days of food. This is a problem. Okay, so no time to rest right now. What I want to do is I want to head down to Yaz, pick up a bunch of food, and just bring it up to Charas. Keep these people fed. Make sure they don't start disbanding. Maybe I should have, again, picked up some of the garrison there, but too late for that. 53 looters. Don't mind if I do. Again, see, this is the kind of stuff that's causing us issues. These looters are stopping our villagers from delivering the goods and stuff. So let's dive on into our first battle. It's against looters, but I think I want to fight this one myself as well, just because then I can, again, have control over how people are moving. Oh, man, I forgot to separate my party members from their groups. It's fine. For this first battle, it's fine. But, again, trying to just train our infantry over here, right, across the board for all of our clan members, I should say. What do we have? I mean, we do want to be in shield walls, because they're gonna start tossing their rocks at us. Oh, my God. 287. Well, actually, hold on a second. I gotta make sure that you dismount. I want to make sure that you go line formation and then shield wall, because now it'll actually work. Cool. And hopefully this will be a good opportunity for us to train all of our folks. Our cavalry... Oh my god, what a sight. What happened here? Oh, right, I guess our companions who dismounted. But what a sight that is. Oh my god. Cavalry, let's move you up over there. Just to finish things off. Oh, and look at these banners. Look at how they fly. And horse archers up over there. Archers, they can sit back. That's okay. Okay, I was like, I didn't command a charge. What are you doing? Cavalry. Pull back a little bit. Rocks are coming through. I feel like that's the sounds we're hearing. The yelling we're hearing. Right. Cavalry come through. Infantry. Charge in. There we go. Oh, one of our Imperial recruits fell. There we go. That's going pretty well, I would say. Another Imperial recruit fell. Pretty good otherwise, though. Cavalry charge in. I want to finish those guys off. Come on now. Get the job done. Because, again, these looters are also preventing the spreading of food and just goods in general among our towns, right? And that's probably also what's hurting Charas a fair bit. That was a nice, clean battle. Took a couple of losses. A little unfortunate, but just recruits. Everybody else has been trained up quite well, I think. 17, okay, 1 loss, 17 trained up, fine. Relatively easy fight. 4 leveled up looters as well. That's kind of funny. You know what? Let's let these guys stay in their low rank until they bunch up a little bit. The brigands, I really ought to. We're wasting XP over here, kind of. Sturgeon soldiers. I believe I would like the. Ooh, berserker. I like them with the shields, but. Oh man, Sturgeon shock troops. All tier 5, eh? I kind of want to do the berserker. They just look dope. And plus, then they can auto-complete the path. So fine, berserker it is. Valandian, let's get you on horseback, buddy. Everybody else? Nope, you've leveled up as well. Not going to complain about that. And a couple of Sea Raiders and stuff wanting to join us. That's great. Go ahead and pick them up as well. Valandian Knight. Oh man, these prisoners are working out for us quite well as well. And in fact, I can pick up quite a few at my holdings as well. My fiefs, my castles have quite a few prisoners, but I would like to pick up prisoners on the battlefield too, so I don't want to top up on that. Anyway, back to business over here. Let's go ahead and pick up some food. I mean, I guess I could go to Ortizia rather than Kuyaz. Ortizia is a bit closer. Let's go to Ortizia first. See if we can pick up enough food there to make a difference. I think we'll be able to. I think we'll be able to. I should also point out the actual garrison numbers, including the militia, because I feel like those numbers make a difference to what the AI is comfortable with attacking. Like, I think Garantor Castle actually has a garrison of, like, 600 or so, which is big, when you take into account the fact that we'll also be marching in to help, right? It's massive. Also, I need to remember, yes, 11 Watchmen, I should just probably pick them up, right? Watchmen are kind of useless. Have a long way to go. Fine, let's not pick up 11 Watchmen, but I need to keep an eye out for better potential soldiers that we can get from the taverns. Now here, money's not an issue. Pick up all the grain, pick up all the fish, pick up all the grapes. You know what? Pick up all the meat, all the olives, not that there's much. The cheese as well. Again, money is a non-issue. Sure. And the dates, why not? Let's do that. And again, if I really need to, I can drop some stuff off as well, right? Like I can go ahead and drop a couple of these off, balance out my expenses. 15 of these, sure. There you go. Boom, making money. Done. Problem solved. Problem solved. 15 Valandian lances. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop that number down a little bit, shall we? I don't think I need to carry 15 lances around. I don't know if I need one even. I've got enough lances. I've got the right lances. Go ahead and dump all of you. Oh geez, I shouldn't do that. Or I could just buy more stuff, I suppose. In fact, you know what? You know what? Believe... I don't know, everyone's got decent horse armor and everything. I was gonna say, it's like, I think I'm lacking in horse armor, but nope, I am not. So let's go ahead and buy, sure, some butter, some wine, some oil. There you go, done. Wonderful. Now, hopefully that's enough to help folks out over here. I could, you know what, since I'm all the way over here anyway, let's just go to Kuyaz first. Let's go to Kuyaz, pick up some more food and stuff. We have plenty more, I believe I have plenty more room to carry stuff. Can't check it here, right? It's inventory. Yes, I've got plenty more room to carry stuff. And I should also, sorry, I need to remember to pick up more war horses as well down at Kuyaz. Because that, again, it's just, I'm pointlessly not picking them up. Go ahead and pick up some recruits en route. Well, it's also funny to me to see all the great ideas and strategies and thoughts being shared about how and when we should declare our independence and what we should do on the lead up to it. Oh, this is an interesting... I guess these guys all just left our service, is my guess. Okay, sorry, staying focused. Yeah, so there's some really cool ideas and stuff coming through. So keep all that stuff coming as well, folks. As I always say, if you're enjoying the series, the best way to make sure I know is by leaving a like and a comment. I look at the numbers of likes and comments as like a quick read of what people are interested in. But beyond that, I do read through each and every comment. It does impact how I approach things on the channel, what I do more or less of, and it does impact, you know, like what we do in each, you know, session or situation or circumstance, whatever you want to call it. So yes, do keep all that coming. Now, I don't have any war horses over here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pick up more fish, more grain. Money's not an issue, let's not forget. And we're almost topped up. Pick up more grapes, sure. And you have olives over here? You do not have olives, eh? Alright. Fair enough. This should provide us with something. Got a lot of hardwood here, eh? But we haven't rested yet. Just wondering about smithing and selling some of the smithed goods, but meh. Let's go ahead and sell some of our like swords and stuff as they are. 25 hatchets. Do I need that many hatchets? I don't think so. Oh my god, more than just 25. All these hammers as well. Don't need them. I mean, the good thing about these hammers is that when you smelt them, you do get wood as well. So there's sort of a bit of a benefit to having some of these lower tier, you know, quote unquote useless weapons, so to speak, just for smithing purposes. Get rid of all these jagged spears. Go ahead and get rid of, ooh, 364. Valandian Lance, I'll keep that one. Go ahead and get rid of you guys. Get rid of you guys as well. For some reason, I always have trouble getting rid of equipment. Well, this Valandian Heavy Lance is a lot better than my Sturgian Heavy Lance. Go ahead and swap that in. That makes sense from a lore perspective. That makes perfect sense. Go ahead and get rid of you three. Still paying a little bit. Not the end of the world, though. We can go ahead and get rid of some of the armor that's over here. We just do it by value, I'm sure. Or you know what? Actually, let's do it by amount. 27 commoners' shirts. 19 torn padded garments. A bunch of western cloth tunics. And leather shoes. And there you go. Still paying, eh? Wow. There we go. Now we're making money. Not that I need to again, but at least we're not taking on a loss while trying to feed our people. Even though that's like an acceptable time to take on a loss. Cool. Done. Done. Made a little bit of money. Let's make our way over. Drop some food off at Charas and hope that we can stay there for a bit, improve relations with nobles and whatnot. Allows us to recruit higher tier units. That's the reason why I'm thinking about that at all. Plus, like I was implying last time, there are other things that... Fridina, what are you doing winning tournaments? That's not what I need you to do. Oh, also, yeah, I've basically, in my mind's eye, or in my head canon, if you will, I've said that Partia has sent out the missive. Maybe it hasn't reached Fridina yet, but the message is out there. She is being let go amicably, and hopefully we'll have a chance to hire our new companion. Now, I will say something. This stewardship going up is extremely promising. And it's because we have that food variety. I really ought to keep my food variety up. I'm wasting my quartermaster role otherwise. Easy opportunities to buff my stats up, right? But beyond that, I'm actually quite happy to see that the Valandians have not yet attacked Charas. Now, they're at war in multiple directions, which is part of the reason. But Charas has not yet been attacked, despite how, I mean, close they've been with some armies, if I'm not mistaken. Picking up some recruits, good stuff. Any for me? Yeah, sure. We just go from, oh yeah, 160 to 163, right, of course, because my stewardship went up. It just tells me that small to middling sized armies are hesitant about attacking the 430 odd defenders in Charas, or at Charas. And that's a good number as well for us to reference. Now, we did lose 2 garrison units, which is unfortunate. Not the end of the world. But together, when we all come together, that's almost 1,000 soldiers. And if, let's say, Unkid comes with, again, let's say 1,500 soldiers, I actually feel somewhat comfortable with my, 900, let's say, taking that on. I don't know how well it would go, but let's just put it this way, I don't feel like it's a lost cause. So feeling pretty good about that. Now, -9 is the current circumstance. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trade options over here. By which I mean, let's go ahead and give almost all the food. We have 94 days of food. That is unnecessary, obviously. There you go, there you go, there you go. Drop all this stuff off. Olives, sure, we'll keep the olives. Keep the butter. Give them all the dates. So, cheese, yeah, I'll let them have the cheese. How's my food variety still up? Let them have the wine. We're good. Yeah, I have a little bit of a lot of stuff, which is great. I have almost 30 days worth of food, which is more than enough for me, and hopefully this will make enough of a difference for Charas as well. So we're done here. Yes, I believe we are. No need to buy anything else. Yep. Basically drain them of all their money. That's -9 right now. Let's go ahead and wait here for some time after we check out the Tavern District. Mercenary Guards, sure. Though I do need to spread those Mercenary Guards out, or rather, we're all topped up, it seems. Manage the Garrison. Mercenary Guard, if I'm not mistaken, they're okay, right? They're... goddamn. Just a step. Just one step away. That's okay, though. We can dump most of them. We can drop the Sturgeon Berserker off over here. What am I at? What's my party at? 168. So I gotta drop 5 people off, right? So I can get this looter upgraded. Anybody else that an upgrade would make them? Yep, we could drop you off if you're upgraded. The war horses. I should check if I have war horses available over here. Sturgeon Soldier. One more step for you as well, eh? Gotta be. It's gotta be that way. So fine, let's go ahead and drop you off, and then that should do the trick. Or am I... Yeah, I can get 2 people on here. Let's go ahead and get 2 of them on. Sure. That will do it. Done. Let me just check one more thing under trade over here. Again, just want to see if I can pick up some war horses. They have their benefits, obviously. The Valandian Courser. Ooh. Okay. I believe that is a war horse. Where'd it go? Hang on. I just want to be sure. I mean, I could pick up a bunch of other horses as well. Yeah, it is a war horse. These guys are not. These are just regular horses. All right, and if I take a look at this, actually, equipment on horses plus 0.58. I do wonder. Plus 0.58, right? Go ahead and pick up some saddle horses. Yeah. Plus 0.63. Pick up some Sturgeon Trotters. 0.66. Desert horses. 0.67. Still 0.67. Sure, let's leave it at that. So it has helped us because of how many of our footmen will be marching on horseback. Seems marginal, but it will make a difference when it comes time to closing gaps and stuff like that, right? All right, so we're good over here. -9 right now. Let's just wait for maybe a day. Again, hope for the best, but also hope to see this number rise up from -9 to something a lot higher, hopefully. Relations continue to improve as well. Yep, excellent. I believe it's Ottawa that's the one with the perk. Good stuff. There's a financial change. Ooh, this hasn't changed. I don't like that. Expecting this to change. Let's give it maybe one more day. Oh, there we go. +5. Wonderful. Wonderful. We can stop waiting over here. Yeah, it's helping with everybody. And these guys, you know, higher up the chain, they have access to some pretty good units. Some of them, it's easy work, so to speak. And I was really hoping to actually maybe have another child on the way. It would be so... I don't know, it would really fit our circumstances. I suppose we have the child of our nation on the way. There is that. Alright, let's get involved over here again. Oh, 61 looters. What's going on? Why are we seeing so many large numbers of looters lately? I'm not complaining, mind you. It's good target practice for me. But it certainly feels like the looters have multiplied between the last chapter and this one. To the field we go, and I should maybe be walking around on foot. The reason I'm on horseback is so that I don't have to keep changing my equipment every time I dive into a battle. So, oh, and I forgot to change my
Off the horses.
My party's layout again, or grouping, I should say. Men,
Infantry.
March forward.
Onwards.
And get your shields up.
Form a wall.
There's my horse archers are there. My archers are there. For them, cavalry is looking beautiful as always back over there. Suppose I can get my cavalry moving forward. Get them ready to get some rear charges in. Over there, let's go. And let's go ahead and get them into a nice wedge formation. There we go. Here they come. Just making their way over. Well, first person view action, why not? Yeah, I want them to charge in from the side once lines meet. I want my infantry to have the engagement first. And you can see we have a lot of crossbows that are Valdim. Oh, javelins coming through, it looks like. No, it's just rocks. We have our crossbows among our infantry as well. Still not sure why the game does that. Oh, you look at that. All the way off in the distance there. All right, here we go. Charges on this side, charges on that side as well. Top right corner is looking very nice. Oh, that's great.
Warriors!
Dorian continues to improve as well. Finish them off, men. Lost a Nomad Bandit. Not the end of the world. Well, not lost even. He was just wounded. Good stuff. Good stuff. Some of them still live, it seems, but the cavalry will hopefully shut them down. How many of them got away? Oh, some of them over here. Alright, let's see if I can get some work done as well. Oh, down goes one guy. I need to make sure that I don't get rusty either, right? Because, I need to make sure I'm scoring hits when we're fighting the likes of Unkid and whatnot. Because they will come at us ruthlessly. And we know how they're going to be composed to a great degree in terms of their army, right? We know they're going to have horse archers. We know they're going to have... well, they're going to have like similar compositions to us, except we have more like Valandians and whatnot. They'll have some Khuzait and whatnot with them. Oh, that poor guy. I think that's the battle done. Yep. 13 leveled up, 1 wounded. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Dula leveled 1 up. Valden leveled 3 up. I leveled 6 up. Nah, I'll take it. And Ottawa got 3. We need more serious battles, so we can't just pick off looters. Not as much level gaining to be had picking off looters. I suppose I can level you up. The Raider, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Raider it is. I'm feeling real good about our circumstances. As Brigand, one of them can be made into a Highwayman. Because again, that goes down to the Banner Knight, which is what I want ultimately. The Gallant over here, Valandian Knight. We have such a cavalry contingent. It is glorious. Oh, I see what's happening. I have so many people ready for upgrades, but I don't have the war horses for them. Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to need to do that. I also feel like I need more infantry for our garrison still. Shouldn't have done that. I should have left him with the group. Left him with the group, but it's okay. One guy isn't going to make that much of a difference. Outright concessions. Sorry, just this one guy. Tell me. Cool. Deal with it later. We're not going to pick up any prisoners over here. Don't need looters when there are better troops to imprison in battles to come. Let's go ahead and seek out some of these battles. I do hope taking these looters out will help our situation a little bit. Sylvind over here, 4.2 versus my 4.2. Yeah, see that point, you know, whatever of a difference we did with the horses we bought, I think is significant. Oh, so slow. So slow. Let's go, come on now. Let's also not get caught out of position. Amnu Castle is taken. Oh, right. That's the war with the Khuzait. Fair enough. I mean, if there are successes for the Aserai, I will use that to my advantage as well, right? Voting correctly, making sure the right people are getting the holdings and whatnot, improving my relations with them, that kind of thing. There's the election, I suppose. Yep. Let's actually, you know, read what the election's for. Ceratis, our relations are all right. The other option is Kareth. We know that's not happening. Looks like he's already looking to win. We're at relations of 18. Let's pour all of our support in. Yes, it eats up over half of our influence, but in one fell swoop, we should not only improve our relations here, but minimize our hurt to relations over here. It's just -5, but also open up potentially another front for the Aserai should the Sorados clan join us when our separation happens, right? Go, 58, beautiful, increased by 40. That's no joke. And this reduction is whatever, Banu Habab, I don't care. And for, again, the -5, right? That perk that I picked out was definitely the right call. And this also helps our charm out. So, win, 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 I would say. All across the board. Ooh, a nice seaside battle for Sylvind over here. The edge of the earth. The edge of the earth. It has been a while, Sylvind. We do not get along, but I will free her after this battle if I manage to capture her. Improve our relations with our neighbors as well. Yield or fight. Good opportunity for training. It's been, I mean, I know there's been a fair bit of repetition lately in terms of what we've been doing, but I sincerely hope you all have been enjoying it, and oh goddamn, I keep forgetting the whole party thing. Why? Why do I let this happen? I hope you all have been enjoying the circumstances under which these decisions are being made, and I hope the storytelling has been enjoyable for all of you, as much so as it's been for me. Because I've certainly been enjoying this slow build-up to what's going to be a very interesting war. Alright, Now we're in position. Everyone's getting in position, including our champions over here. You guys are all over there. Lots of archers. No cavalry? Oh, there's a little bit of cavalry. Our archers are firing. Okay. Go ahead and eliminate that cavalry. Nice and early. Yep, keep firing, men. We'll get some damage done without taking any ourselves. I need to get my cavalry and stuff into position as well to shut down their archers with a nice flanking maneuver or something. But first, I want to take care of this isolated individual. Oh, sorry, I should keep my shield out. Might as well drop him, right? I assume he's the commander, hiding over here like a coward. Oof, just barely missed him. Barely missed him. Come on, chase me. Not running away, just trying to find an opportunity to turn around and get into him. Oh, hello. Glance down. Come on now. Come on now. Aw. Not smooth. Not clean, rather, I should say. Loop back around. We'll get him. We'll get him. Once we drop him, the battle will be made significantly easier for us. Now, they're obviously taking the defensive route over here. They don't need to be aggressive. They're not the attacker. Seriously? Why? See, this kind of stuff can't happen when the war with the Aserai begins. When I'm fighting Unkid and the like. Let's go. Come on now. I need to drop him on this one. There we go. He's just a scout. Alright. That was more cavalry over there. What is this? Didn't see him earlier. I think we should move forward. Oh, jeez. Ate a shot there. Fair enough. Look at that sun. Such a beautiful game. Look at our cavalry. Such a beautiful game. Yeah, he's back there. You know what? Fine. Let's go ahead and move forward. I can't keep picking off individual forces like this. They're firing away at me. Are our archers firing? A little bit. Let's move up. Move up. Keep the shields up. Keep the shields up. Cavalry. Pull over to the side over here. Go ahead and get you to a nice wedge. Our archers are firing now. Yep. Send our infantry up. Again, they're the ones who need the training, right? So send our infantry up. They'll keep their shields up as they march forward, if I'm not mistaken. Well, some of them, the ones that have shields, keep them moving up. Eventually, we'll draw the engagement out, and that'll give our cavalry a chance to charge in from this side over here. Unless they are very patient. No, they're not. They're not patient enough. Infantry charge. Cavalry up over there so we can get you in from this side. And go our men. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Taking a couple of losses over here. Oh. Give them hell, let's go. I'm gonna get to work over here as well. We did take some losses, obviously, that's to be expected. It's a serious fight. Oh, dude got wrecked. Beautifully done, men. Beautifully done. The battle is done as well. Lost a couple of recruits, but again, what can we expect, right? That is the nature of training the men. That is the nature of training the men. Is he going to drop? Getting a couple more kills here and there is good for our cavalry, but again, I really ought to get those war horses collected and level up the people that we can. Alright, well done. Well done. I do a little celebratory dance there. 38 leveled up, that's great. Right, across the board, that's great. A lot of recruits, obviously, across the board as well, but that's exactly what I need to level up. 12 lost is not too bad. Good stuff, and let's see if we can't free Sylvan, right? Unfortunately, seems to not be the case. 2 troops. I have room for 1. Go ahead and take the Aserai veteran infantry. 11 prisoners. Do I have room for any? I believe I do. Yes, I do. Plenty of room. I need to drop some people off, actually. There's no point in me riding around. Well, I guess I'm leveling people up. It's fine. I guess I am leveling people up, so it's okay. And infantry, let's get you on horseback. Continue to increase the size of our cavalry contingent. I might, yeah, need to go to Thractoray and just drop some people off. I'm more ready than I think I'm telling myself, in all honesty. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the war with the Valandians to end so I can go and pick up my other companion. Because once we declare independence, there's no time to go up north. We have to be aggressive in the south, make progress as quickly as possible. But I mean, I can push for this peace as well myself. Noble retinues. What's this? Tier 5 plus clans lose 1 influence per day and the party size of their leaders is increased. Well, I am not tier 5 plus, so this doesn't hurt me. Unkid doesn't like it because he is tier 5 plus. Suruk, I am with you here. With almost all my influence. I am with you. This will improve our relations up to around 90 or so. It'll help my charm, and it'll hurt Unkid marginally, but it will hurt him. It will also allow the bigger clans to have larger armies. So there's sort of a catch-22 going on over here. My hope is that Unkid will override all of us and go his way anyway, and I'll still get some reputation or relation gain, right? A lot of influence. All right, there you go. Only 20? Looking for a solid 40, but I guess that's only when you're giving castles or holdings and whatnot. Fair enough. We definitely need to get some influence. Again, I can drop some prisoners off somewhere, things like that I can do always, right? The Valandians having lost this land means they're less active over here. Oh, looks like they're about to use Lanark Hen Castle as well. Let's move up towards Galend. Perhaps there's something to be gained over there. We can do. Ottawa has gained skill point in stewardship. Good stuff. That's also very helpful actually for us because again, as they become better stewards, they'll be able to have bigger armies, bigger parties, I should say. Facing after you. Oh, Durther. Oh, that's a big fight waiting to happen. Okay, let's see what the situation here is. That's going to be a full, like, 500 plus army. That's dangerous for me. Like, that's where we take losses, because we are not a strong level army. Remember that, right? We're not full strength in terms of our unit quality. But we can intercept some of these people that are making their way in. Cause some damage that way. Like over here, ooh, Karakurgit. I'll catch whoever I chase. I'm faster than them outside of the forest. I've got him cornered. Go and finish him off. You know what I forgot to do? Hang on a second. I must beg my leave. Temporarily. Because I need to fix this. I finally remember now. Alright, go ahead and put you in with the cavalry, put you in with the cavalry as well, and put you in with the cavalry as well. Then we've got our crossbows. If I can find them. Where are you guys at? Our range should all be up over here, but it is not. Mercenary Guard, make sure they are. Yes, a Mercenary Guard. Oh, I see. It's not Valandian crossbows, it's these guys. Yeah, how are you not range? Under what logic are they not range, right? Alright, we're good. Done. Now, we fight. Surrender or die. Ekarand, what's our relations like? Yield or fight? And again, hopefully we'll be able to catch him and release him. I also need to find the opportunity to do some quests for the people that I want to join us, right? Let's not forget that important step either. Couple of archers, handful of cavalry, nothing all that terrifying. Nothing all that scary at all. Make sure we are forming a shield wall.
Now, arrow warriors, move!
Nope, we are not.
Dismount, footmen, line warriors, raise your show, footmen, move
There we go.
out, forward.
Couple of steps, a little bit of a song and dance, but we're okay in the end.
Arrows, get moving.
Arrows down here.
Onward,
Infantry up front. Let's go.
get arrow, move.
Guys in position.
Infantry,
Cavalry up over there. Let's go. Horse archers.
horse bowmen.
They're fine as they are. Not as important to train them, I would say. Let's go in and get some work done ourselves. I mean, that's just it, though. Like, I guess I could send my horse archers in, do some early work, get them trained up as well. No point in me just training myself with these initial forays, right? Poking and prodding away at their cavalry. Need to stay safe from their archers, though. And from their lances. Alright, not too bad. Loop back around, loop back around. Interception course. Oof, that wasn't too bad. There we go. Down goes the champion. Might be a prisoner of ours. Loop back around over here. Our horse archers are firing away as well. Down you go, buddy. Just feels so good. There's just this oomph to the impact. Horse archers, fall back. I don't need you engaging their infantry. Look at that, they're actually charging up to the to take cover up at the trees, it feels like. Continue to ride. In we go. And hopefully, down goes their light cavalry. Another prisoner for us. I'll get caught up over here. Yeah, they're taking this hill, it seems. Ooh, hello. You seem important. Marginally. Down goes the lance. Ah, coward. Coward. Yeah, he's a little too fast for me, I think. Okay. He's on an actual war horse. I'm just on a desert horse. You guys have formed up, fair enough. Our horse archers are still firing away. Infantry move up. Archers... I mean, archers are actually fine where they are, I would think. Cavalry up over here. Whoa, jeez! Out here giving commands, getting charged. We're fine. We're fine. These guys, though. These guys are not. That guy definitely isn't. Charge in. Let's go. Cavalry. Charge in. This should be good. In comes the cavalry. Have we taken any losses this battle? I don't think so. Nice and clean. Nice and easy. Nothing too complicated. Should we stay on them? That battle is done. Enemies are fleeing. Not good enough. Finish that man off. Come on now. One of our archers can get a nice clean shot, maybe? No. It's gonna be a cavalry chase. That poor man. Oh, has he been dropped by Aharami? Which is, in itself, a hilarious statement, but... Yep. Man, 17 leveled up. Not bad. Lost one wounded. Both with Valdem, but overall, good leveling up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And across the board. I mean, gee. If I can fill up Thraktere, then why not is my line of thinking right now. That's my line of thinking right now. Let's go ahead and get you as a Crusade Raider. We want to make sure that no individual who can be leveled up as a single entity is left behind, obviously. And that's pointless to us. Pointless. And a lot of prisoners now willing to join us as well. You. Done. Brigands. Need more war horses. Raider Chief. Sturgeon Brigand, I think. Oh, they become cavalry. Maybe Sturgeon Hunter instead. Then I can just kind of leave them, right? Drop them off. These guys, a couple more Aserai recruits that need leveling up. Good stuff. Alkyria was a little hurt there. Not the end of the world. 10 prisoners. The Valanian Light Cavalry and Valanian Knight I would like to pick up if we have room, which we do. Wonderful, wonderful. And you as well. And sure, why not everybody? We've got room. And lots of people here that need recruiting as well. Yeah, we're more than set, I feel like. So, if we are more than set, then what's the plan? Oh, let's see if we can't close the gap to this Karakurgit party before... No, we're not going to be able to. Karabos, let's go ahead and chase after you. Again, just weakening that army that's forming, right? Just by preventing some of these reinforcements from arriving. This mountain pass seems to be of strategic importance for that purpose. Well, can we engage both of them? Right here, right now, Wahan and... split. Alright, we're okay, We'll close you down. How fast are you? 3.4? Am I seriously 2.9 right now? All the prisoners and stuff slowing us down is the thing. Damn. That's not good. Yeah, they're just a little bit faster than us. Well, let's see if we can't get the opportunity to corner some of them or something. Come on now, come on now. Yeah, I should drop some of these prisoners off. I also should make sure I don't get picked out over here. Right, so this army's in trouble. Going into this corner, it's not going to have a way out. And I should make sure that Charas doesn't get attacked. These looters as well. What is this? Don't get involved. Oh, come on. There we go. Standing there watching these looters get murdered. It has been a while, Epis. Of the hand. Surrender or die. Again, it's just a matter of capturing them so I can release them. Gotta get the actual captive. I'm gonna set them free. Alright. Move up a little bit, I suppose so. Make sure you guys get quote-unquote off your horses. Horse archers. No cavalry on their side to take care of, is there? Alright, let's go ahead and move. Cavalry up over there. A little bit further away. I mean, the contingent is so large that it's hard to judge off the first click, like, where exactly they're going to end up in their entirety. There we go. Oh, they do have some cavalry. Off to the side over there.
your
Horse archers get the job done.
Infantry! Shields up!
Shields up. Maybe a little too close over here.
Footmen! Move!
Send y'all in, send y'all in, let's go. I could probably just order the charge right now. Not a very big army or anything. I'm like slowly trotting as these guys are like running full speed. Come on, man. Come on, I mean, I shouldn't complain. I'm slower than all this. Charge in, let's go. Cavalry push back. In we go, in we go. Our ranged cavalry is getting some work done. In come the infantry. Yeah, wonderful. Taking a couple of losses. I think that's the job done. I think that's the job done. Go ahead and chase. Run them down. Run them all down. I think we took a couple of losses, but overall, that did pretty well for us. Well done, man. Once again, as expected. Beautifully done. Yep, just wrapping up over here. Stuff. 6 of them left. I'm sure we'll chase them down. Yeah, 11 leveled up again. Yeah, kind of makes you, makes me wonder, like, I guess it's just a matter of maybe actually making some impact with this war against the Valandians so we can push a peace. Oh, there we go. Apis, you are free to go. Our relations, beautiful. Because again, mercenaries and stuff, I can ask them to join me as well. There's no reason not to. No reason not to. 8 prisoners, some puppeteers, hidden pawns, Valandian levy crossbow. I'll pick some of these people up. Tier 5 doesn't matter to me. Leave some room for some others. Yeah, let's go ahead maybe and drop some of these guys off. I mean, the Valandian recruits now, I suppose we can make them Mamluk soldiers, right? Go down that Palace Guard route. Valandian recruits, let's go ahead and make you levy crossbowmen so we can drop you off as well. Valandian footmen. Valandian infantry so we can get our vanguard. Sea Raiders. Sea Raider warrior and then a Sea Raider chief, yep. Just getting these guys leveled up so it's time to maybe deposit them. Or as it's time to deposit them, maybe. Yeah, we're looking good, we're looking good. Mamluk soldier. Mamluk axeman, please. Mercenary guard. Just the one of you that's leveled up. Yeah, well, that's the downside, right? We have a bunch of ranged units that could use some leveling up, but we haven't really been putting them in that position to level up. Fair enough. Lesson learned. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out. Let's go ahead and maybe empty our prisoners and everything out a little bit. Go over to Bractere. I'm actually this has happened a lot faster than I would have anticipated. I'm still not over it. Oh, you know, is it because I'm staying at a place where there's high security? No, it'll happen with other places as well. Make peace with the Khuzait. Who's pushing for that? Unkid. I'm with you. No. Do not end this war. It will end, but if I can make Thais like me more. I think the thing is, he probably had some of those holdings that were lost, and he wants them back. That's why he wants this war, probably. Him and Aldhan as well. Oh, Kareth is here as well, but it's fine. The bigger picture. He's the owner of Aristocor's castle as well. So if we can get along, that'll be great. Yep, not surprised there, but only 8. The difference between all the different decisions that need to be made. I actually want to check one more thing, actually. In terms of charm. Effort for the people. If I'm a governor, I can improve relations. You know what, maybe I should do that for when I'm staying. For every project completed, that's kind of useless. The next step, our glorious leader. Gain more influence from personal actions, or clan members gain more influence from actions. Interesting, okay. I was trying to figure out, like, if there is a major, like, honestly, if I look back at, what was it, forgivable grievances, part of me wishes I took meaningful favors. Because that's going to be so helpful when the time comes to try to convince people to join us. But anyway, I mean, there's no point crying over spilt milk, right? Over at leadership, yeah, none of this stuff is relevant to us yet, though I do wonder about staying somewhere and just being the governor, quote unquote, there for a little bit. And stewardship. Again, swords as tribute for when we declare independence makes perfect sense. And maybe I should go ahead and get Drill Master and just stay in a spot at some time. For some time, sorry. You know what? I feel like that's a fitting call compared to Citizen Militia, considering how we've changed over the recent events. Go with Drill Master here. Garrison gains 20% more XP. Let's do that. Over to Thraktere. Check on Charas real quick. Just want to see how it's doing in terms of food and things like that. Okay, our army has disbanded. No problem. Look them all back up. No need to spend the influence for that, right? Partia's gathering near... yeah, I guess you could call it that. Now the question is, alright, so the war with the Khazate is done, but what about the war with the Valandians? Damn, that's happened in not the right order at all. Not the right order at all. Hopefully this war will come to an end soon. We can pick up our new companion. Walden gained a skill point in riding. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, see, just having these guys with us seems to have helped so much. Wow, I really chased these guys in a circle, haven't I? 4.8. Let's drop some of our prisoners off too. Over here, food is... yeah, look at that. Food stocks +4. I think dealing with some of the big looter parties over here and then having Usank as well to bring food over, I think that's making a world of difference. Because our defender count is still fairly, you know, big, I would say. I think that's working out nicely. And now that the Battanians are here as well... oh. That's a big army, unfortunately. I was going to say, can we go and help over here? But that is 1,100 Valandians fighting over here. So I'm not going to get involved over there. Not just quite yet. Not just quite yet. But yeah, these villagers of Usank coming through as well, bringing food over. Excellent. 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 Do I want to drop some prisoners off at, let's say, Usank Castle? Help our influence a little bit. Not that it's necessary. Well, let's see. Lots of prisoners dropped off there. Go to the dungeon. Let me see. I'm sure I have some people that are just not worth keeping as prisoners, right? Surely. Not really. Everyone I've kept strategically. Guess I could dump a bunch of looters off. There. Not gonna help my influence as much as it's not gonna keep me as slow as I once was, I suppose. Yeah, you're tier 4, so I'll be able to pick you up as well. Alright, done. From 35 to nothing. Okay, cool. Didn't expect anything, if I'm honest. Now, who's leveled up? Was it Valden? Someone has leveled up. Not me. I've already got this and this, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, we're fine here. It's not me. Arwa, it's not you. Valdim, I don't see any notification over here. No, still 0 and 0. Alkyria, nope. Unless I'm missing something, and if I am, then feel free to point it out. Yeah, I'm not sure what that flag was for. Because there was a little flag that said, hey, pay attention. Anyway, I'll maybe take a peek at that later. Jeez, alright, so over to Thraktere right now. Guess we'll be able to protect all of our holdings. Now, if we end up getting Sargot, if we end up, like, fighting for it, not us, but, like, the Aserai, and we join and help and we get it, then it's good to have the garrison at Thraktere Castle that we can just kind of move over, I suppose. Let's manage the garrison over here. What do we got? Yeah, this is a pretty weak garrison, but that's about to change. Oh, this is wild. So, Aserai skirmishers, yep, we can drop you off. Great. Mamluk axemen, we can drop you off. Yep, wonderful. Sea Raider warriors, I believe they need a level done. Valandian Levy crossbows, we can drop all of you off. Sea Raider chief. Sergian hunters, I'm pretty sure. Yep, they can be dropped off too. Mercenary guards need some training still. Mercenary swordsmen, we can drop you. Yes, we can. Beautiful. Aserai veteran infantrymen from the Imperial forces. Mamluk soldiers, unfortunately, they need another step. Go ahead and drag you up over to here, buddy. There we go. Who else? Brigands, no. Imperial trained archers, well, one of you can go up a step. Okay, maybe I was a little overhyped. That's still 65. I mean, still dropped off a fair number of troops. And actually, to be fair, I actually have a lot of prisoners that we can bring in as well. A lot of these guys are like a decent rank-ish. Well, okay, not too many of them. Some of them. These guys, the Sea Raider Chiefs, right? That's good. This also allows me to empty my prisoner count a little bit. Oh man, we can get 203? Oh, damn. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Noble retinues. Hang on a second. Wait, let me do this first. Noble retinues, I thought that was tier 5 and plus. I'm not tier 5 yet. I'm not tier 5 yet. Get all these guys picked up first, though. Go ahead and stay focused for now. Levy crossbows, once they join me, we'll be in a good spot. Let's go and get all these looters to join me as well. I mean, it's great. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but that's actually huge. I need to reassess how big my force can be when I declare independence then. That's actually quite a major bump. Though, again, part of that, right, is from a policy that doesn't exist. Oh, but no, I wasn't even considering taking noble retinues when I declared independence. Because you get to choose 4 policies that you form your new kingdom with. So I wasn't even considering noble retinues, but that is, yeah, another 40. So I'll have 140. Also another 20, 160. Plus being a quartermaster. So I'll still have 203 if I take noble retinues. And there's something else that I was going to take. I thought that gives another 40 or something. I can't remember now, jeez. I have it all like written down and ready for when the time comes. But I've forgotten the mathematics on it, basically. Definitely need to check, though. Definitely need to check. Manage the garrison here a little bit more. Just a little bit, folks. Where are we? Hidden Pawn, yeah, we can drop you guys off. Good stuff. Imperial Infantrymen, sure. Surgeon Recruit. Italian Trained Warriors, ugh. Every time I come across somebody who's not ready to be dropped off. Militia, we can drop off. The Watchman, we can drop off. Mamluk Guard, yep. Skirmisher, yep. Aserai Infantry. Valandian Crossbow. Mamluk Axemen. Valandian Levy. Crossbowmen. The Sea Raider Chief. Oh, it feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. It's Mamluk soldiers. I mean, damn, are we at the point where I'm just training up my army now? And if that's the case, do I want to go around and pick up some more Aserai recruits? And you know, what I haven't even done is spoken to, like, Ottawa and taken a look at her troops and pulled some of them in for the garrison, right? Not that there are some Levy crossbowmen we can put in. I suppose, if I wanted to. Or we could do that. We could also do the same with, I'm sure Valdem has a lot of Valandian Levy crossbowmen, considering his, considering who he was marching with when things started. Let me inspect your troops. We've got some Valandian squires. I mean, he's got some leveling up done, actually. And a decent spread now as well. But yeah, 2 Levy crossbows. Really, is that it? Are you kidding me? No way. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's fine. We don't have to take any troops off of him, I suppose. Sure. He can have what he has, that's fine. And what about, of course, Dula? What have you got? It has been a while. Let me inspect your troops and see if there's anything we can drop off over here. A little bit of cavalry. We've got some Imperial crossbowmen. Aserai veteran infantry. 7 Valandian Levy crossbowmen. That's what I'm talking about. Valandian Levy crossbows. Horse bandits. Yeah, we can drop these guys off as well. Aserai Mamluk soldiers need one more step, right? Yeah. Cool. Sure. Might as well take the Aserai veteran infantry too. Done. Go ahead and drop them off. My apologies. I should have checked that first. Should have checked their parties first. But we're good. 1, 1, 11 Valandian Levy crossbow. 92. Look at that. Almost 100 strong, even at Thractere, which was, you know, being neglected for so long. That was fast. That was fast. And let's just, okay, I just want to see. If we wait here for some time, Again, kind of pointless, so we're trading up the garrison. It doesn't give us the benefit of improving relations. Did Sargot seriously not fall? No way. No way. What are we looking at over here? Food's looking good. Security's good. It happened. Aserai is pregnant yet again. And of course the music kicks in. Beautiful as ever. Okay, I was hoping for it earlier when I didn't realize how close we were to actually making the move, but now it's like, oh geez. Oh geez, I guess I should wait for that baby. And have times changed enough that I'm going to keep her riding with me into battle and stuff? I believe, oh man, how much has Partia changed between that last child and this one? He missed the birth of his first child. Does he want to risk missing the birth of his second? Does this delay his plans to declare independence? Does it change them in any way? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man. Guess it's something to do with a mountain breeze. Last time it was a sea breeze. This time it's a mountain breeze. I don't know what's going on, but hey, something's worked. All right, folks, that's an interesting development. You know what else is interesting, actually, is how serious the situation is right now. Sorry, this isn't the screen I wanted the screen. Parties. So, the militia is roughly 200. Guarantor Castle. Oh, someone's dropped off some garrison troops, I think. The Guarantor is at 400 total with the militia. Charas is at 430 total with the militia. That means when we ride in, even on our own, just if our party is full size, we're at about 600. You add Aserai in there with her 100, we're at 700. Plus another 160, 860. Wild. We might be ready to separate as far as our defenses are concerned. Maybe a little bit more work at Thrak'dore Castle. So here's what I'm thinking is maybe, yeah, sure, a little bit more work at Thrak'dore Castle. Maybe a little bit more work instead in improving our army itself, right? Like our own personal party. It's a little disparate right now, a lot of low-tier units. Our cavalry is top-notch. Need some war horses to upgrade some of them, but our cavalry is top-notch. But we don't really have much of an infantry, quality infantry, I mean. We don't really have quality archers either. No, Aserai master archers or anything like that. So I almost wonder if I shouldn't, as the next stage of our plan, head down south, hope that these guys don't attack us with 1,100 strong. And that's the only thing that's stopping me, isn't it? Is I could head down south, I could start doing some favors from some lords, some lords down in Aserai lands, pick up Aserai recruits, train them up, get those master archers, get some proper frontline troops as well, some Imperial and Valandian frontline troops. That's all we need. We have more than enough cavalry. We have more than enough cavalry. It's just the quality of our infantry is pitiful. Something to think about. Now, just give me a second over here. I want to see. Did we get... No, wow, Tamnu Castle was lost. Taken and lost. No surprise there. The Khuzait, I wouldn't be surprised if they declare war again. And if we can time our war with the Khuzait declaring war, or if we can convince the nobles to declare war on the Khuzait and then break off and force a war on two fronts, I think we'll have some serious, relatively easy successes. But all that is conversation for the future, folks. This is where we're calling it a session. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. I guess we're moving on to Phase 2 of our independence plan. The garrisons have been filled up. Phase 2 is improving relations by doing quests back in Aserai lands, improving our army, and then Phase 3 is actually declaring independence. It's all happening fast, folks. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in just how I approach content on this channel, as you probably very well know by now. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis to keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, I bid you farewell.